Alright, let's have a look here. Yeah, should be good. Alright, setting everything up here. Just going through my DMs, my mail, comments. Get this all squared away. And let's see how things go. I'm pissing off a buddy of mine named Forge over something. Alright. That's that settled. Let's go ahead and handle any Discord stuff. That's all done. Alright, that's all handled. Okay. Phone is set to buzz for emergencies, and we should be good. Alright, that should be everything settled here.
Channel switched.
Ah, there we go. Alright. They changed the password on the channel I like to go in for casting, so I just had to go through a previous comment to get to it. But yeah, alright. They still haven't started yet. How are you all doing? Wee Woo here. This is going to be the NA branch of Friday Night Fights. I'm going to try to cover all 3 rounds tonight and then go to bed. Which, actually, I just lied to you. I've got some other appointments I have to take care of. Personal reasons stuff. Surely you understand. Let's see. Yep, alright, rest of that I can ignore. Put the phone on buzz, turn the volume all the way down. Alright, cool, we're good. So, this is a blue 4 and green 4 versus op 4. Normally I would only do 2 choices on the prediction, but the predictions expanded actually allow more than 2 options. So in case there is another freeway fight, I will be able to do it, which is quite nice, but otherwise, we're just essentially waiting for them to start. Looking at the roster here, we got 95 people in the channel, plus my single lonesome self in the casting couch channel, so we'll be at about 96. How EU worked a few hours ago was, I think we were in the, we were just at 100 for round 1. Round 2, we were up to 105. Round 3, it dropped to 85, 90. All 3 rounds of the defending side won. First 2 rounds was mainly because of mortar use as the defender. Third round was just because of the slogging nature of it, and there was some really good explosive plays played by the defenders to thin out the enemy. But beyond that, with that information, I'm sure you guys will make some pretty good bets either way here. I'm just setting my thingamajig up to write down timestamps for the NA branch. I've got plenty to edit out for EU as well. You vote ping for. Sorry to say, I don't think there's a ping for today. Favorite moment of EU this week? Oh, man. Nothing immediately comes back to mind, but it was pretty nice to see Stark getting a bunch of mortar kills. To the point they banned Stark and Falcon from operating mortar for a third for the third op, and then even then they took away the HE shells because both platoon leads agreed. But I mean, if everyone doesn't want mortars, then they shouldn't put mortars in the damn mission. But, oh man, those mortars were effective tonight, which was quite nice. Regardless, this is going to be a 3-person assassination op. Now, the previous assassination op that was done, I believe, last week resulted in the defenders winning, but that's also because they went into a single room that was incredibly easy to defend, and even then they took a few casualties as the sheer number spam on the attacking side kind of overpowered them. So we'll see how things go. OFCRA is another PvP event. It differs from FNF because it is a single hour-and-a-half long mission compared to FNFs, which are 50 minutes. There's a lot more emphasis on maneuvering, and there's also usually a lot more variation on vehicle play. So you'll see things like autocannons, you'll see grenade machine guns, you'll see tow launchers. You'll just see a lot in that. They are taking next week off. They also took yesterday off as well. They didn't tell me till literally like an hour beforehand when I asked them what was going on. So that's why we're not going to see it for a bit. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I will be right back 1 second. All right, cool. And the first round is beginning. All right. Yeah, no, I did see it. You got your ass kind of kicked, so I'm sorry about that, buddy. I'm going to also add the FNF command for FNF. And savor NA while we can, guys, because at the end of this month, NA goes private, and I can't guarantee I'll be able to stream. Because they're still wondering about all that. So it looks like we got Op 4 spawning to the north, Blue 4 in the middle, Green 4 to the south, which appears to be UN forces reinforcing. These yellow zones represent where the HVIs can hide in, so they are not engaged. How do I word it? If the HVIs leave these yellow zones, their position is revealed on the map to the enemy. So if they stay in the yellow zone, their position is remained a secret. It's not broadcasted. So that's basically to prevent the HVIs from just going out and about and just driving around the damn map. I'd love to see a 3-way mortar fight, to be honest, because that would just be a game of cat and mouse. I actually have a PvP game mode designed for mortars. My father actually designed it, but it would be like a Vietnam-esque style scenario of mortar teams and scout teams. Scout teams trying to find the enemy mortar position, as well as controlled or enemy hard points like ammo depots to hit while you defended your own and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see. I'm planning for after the third round of the NA branch. Depending on the time, I might not even cover the third round of NA if the first 2 rounds go super late. I'm just going to be doubling down on some edits, planning my picnic with Bloodwing tomorrow, and finalizing stuff for the one Saturday op I'm going to do. Overall, though, I can't really cover anything else because, as you can see, with all these black shadows, there's going to be a lot of custom fortifications built up in the yellow zones. Blue 4 going to be spawning directly on the HVIs, Green 4 coming in to reinforce Blue 4. This is basically to help separate the player base because Op 4 gets a 10% number advantage when compared to both Blue 4 and Green 4. So that's probably why slotting took a hot second for this round, and they're probably talking about a bunch of other stuff. This is also an embassy assassination mission made by Whiplash, so this is probably going to be some pretty good quality stuff. Regardless, let's jump right into it. Who will win? I just hope the round, say, blue 4 and green 4 as one and op 4 as the other. Op 4 all spawning in this one vicinity. Oh, they added an MI8. That was not on the docket, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and look at everything. So briefing, diplomatic crisis is developing on Malden. The recent tweets made by the U.S. ambassador on Malden have caused an uprising on the island. Tensions arose with protests around the embassy, and an evacuation attempt of the ambassador resulted in a failure. A U.S. platoon now stationed is waiting for reinforcements and must wait for a UN QRF force to comprise of British paratroopers, interesting, that are stationed nearby to arrive to calm down the situation. Notes Blue Forest 3 HVIs that wear blue vests and blue helmets. Op 4 must kill all 3 targets to win. Cool. Made by Whiplash. Game mode, already explained that stuff. The 3 HVIs are going to be Danny DeVito, Norm MacDonald. Oh, that's funny. Norma and Rick James, those 3 actors. Got it. Fred, Sam, and Arctic Ghost. Okay. Render distance is 850 meters, default build points at 125, and no magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Yes, Forge, they are all naked, which is exactly how you like it, apparently. Anyway, both sides are getting, all 3 sides, excuse me, are getting a single AT round and a single HE round. Op 4 going with the RPG, and Blue 4 and Green 4 going with the Maz. Otherwise, we're going to start with Op 4 here. Op 4 have the 1990s Yugoslavian Army olive camouflage here, so, you know, strap vests and not a lot of body armor there, but that is A-okay, because they, FNF rescripts all vest values to have the same amount of body armor for fairness. Wow, okay. You got the M70, and the M92, so, gosh, I forget which specific country made them. They're either Czech or Yugoslavian AKs, but they're chambered in 7.62x39, CZ99 as a, handgun. The M84, which is basically a PKP, as the light machine gun, and the the FN Mag as the medium, but they're both medium machine guns. RBR, M80 as the light anti-tank. I'm going to quickly look and see if there is X-ray here. If there is no X-ray element, then we don't have to cover Recon, because Recon is X-ray. And then Crew and Aviation get a choice of an M92 or an SA-61, aka the Scorpion. Otherwise, nothing on crew served weapons for them. They get 6 transport trucks, 6 Hilux covered, which are, you know, Toyota Hiluxes, cars. 1, what is that, a PKM pickup, and an MI8, which I didn't see added, but it has 2 turrets, PKT specifically. All right, on the Op 4 side, we have Puma commanding with Anderson as his 2IC, Dreek leading Alpha HQ with Poe as a driver slot, Cosmot leading Alpha 1 with Maz, Give Me Your Milk, Wheaton, Martin Arcor, and Loki. Cyrus leading, actually no, Bridges, he has the leadership symbol in his name, leading Cyrus Fist, Sub-Angler, Wiki, No Name, and Mackenzie as well. Nielsen leading Bravo HQ with Bravo 1. Oh, excuse me, I get these 2 confused now because they both play. Nelson leading Bravo HQ with Nielsen leading Bravo 1 with Drake, Eagle, Top Gun, Sholand, Bates, and Montgomery under him. Genry leading Bravo 2 with Depso, Tymek, Hampton, Kaz, and the Badsman under him. McSwagger, looks like he merged Charlie 2 with the Charlie HQ element, Charlie 2 being led by Ace, because you can tell by the slash name and the order of these, whoever has the top slash generally is the unit guy in charge of that. Otherwise, under Ace, we have Lewis, Dover, Baum, Matlock, and Hachi. Ash leading Charlie 1 with Banks, Eric, Hiru, Kerrigan, and Ivno. Artisan leading Delta HQ, he's merged groups under him. He's got Absorb, Schnuffle, Space Cowboy, Carl, Bands, Cho, and Dooley. Chow, lovely. And then Gordon and Michael are going to be flying and gunning the MI8 respectively. Not a bad combo there. Let's go ahead and look over at Blue 4, which is a small group of U.S. Marines here. You got that single M240 static that they have. They also have a 4x4 SUV. Otherwise, I'm going to be curious to look at these custom areas, too. Their uniforms are the 1980s Army woodland camouflage guys, so basically Cold War U.S. forces. Breaking it down, they got platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR, which have Hunt IR rounds, which are 40mm grenades you fire into the air. Turns into a camera with a parachute, gives you a eye in the sky view. Really useful for doing reconnaissance and getting a bearing on the field you're in. Otherwise, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank and assistant, medium anti-tank 2 and assistant. RI, RIS, and SNP don't matter because there's no X-ray. Designated marksman, which is going to be a Mark 14 DMR variant because you can see the bipod right there. I mentioned that because it's not mentioned in the loadout, which I need to go back and look at op-4s, but it's probably an M76, based off of their other weaponry. Otherwise, you got crew lead, crewman, pilot, medics, and then the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be M16A1s and Colt carbines, which are Semi-auto or burst fire, 5.56 weapons. You got the M9 Beretta as their secondary. The 249 and M60 combo for their light machine gun and medium machine gun, respectively. 249 probably the best machine gun out in the field. Other than the MG3, but that's debatable. MG3 is more situational. M249 is, in my opinion, your overall best LMG based off of how it handles. But I digress. M72 Law is the light anti-tank. Recon doesn't matter. And then you have an MP5 or a Colt carbine for crewmen. Nothing on crew-served weapons. Their assets are an armored 4x4, so they can use that to drive the VIP around. A little worried about that because that means that it can really survive the MI8 trying to hunt it down, and it is very, very heavily bulletproof, but AT will smoke it. But otherwise, I got a Land Cruiser, actually three SUVs here, just under different classes, and then a standing M240 with 1,200 rounds. Otherwise, looking at the roster, here are 3 VIPs, as already mentioned. You got Fred, Sam, and Arctic Ghost, so if they all die, Op 4 wins. If they all survive, Blue 4 and Green 4 win. Otherwise, Vagrant leading Alpha, Mittens leading Alpha 1 with Buckets, Gurr, Coleman Eric, who is on the multi, by the way, and Roche under Alpha 1. No Alpha 2 element, interesting. Bravo has both elements led by Lurch with Nemesis with some Scandi Recon members leading in Bravo 1, but Nemesis is leading. Iander, Boys, Whiplash, Epic Daedra, Hamilton, and Emery. Cat Morgan leading Bravo 2 with Sam Handwich, Savon, Mito, Blaze, and Osiwoki. Otherwise, that is it for the Blue 4 segment. Go ahead and looking at, Green 4, which are allied to Blue 4, acting as British paratroopers here. If they're Cold War II, that might mean they have... Oh, no, they actually have M4. Okay, all right. And I do see they have DMRs as well. We'll go back and look at Op 4s in a second, but... Green 4 are going to be our 1980s British Para DPM camouflage. Loadouts are FNFALs and Colt carbines. A lot of them are probably going to take the Colt carbine because the FNFAL, you cannot full auto it. And when there was a Maladin campaign over the past few months, where it was British paratroopers on Blue 4 versus Op 4 as 1980s khaki camouflage Soviets. The Soviets won, I think, every game but one, and the main reason was attributed to the fact that the L1A1 or FNFALs that they gave Blue 4 were only semi-auto. They couldn't full auto, and when they were fighting the AK-74s on Op 4's side, the full auto of the AK-74 outperformed the single fire of the Blue 4 weapons every single time. So it was just a mess. But otherwise, with them, I mean, they're fighting in a similar way, similar weapon that you can full auto on the other side, but I digress here. Their loadouts are otherwise going to be the FNFA or the Colt carbine. That's why you see a lot of people taking Colt carbines instead. You got the Browning. I've also heard by a lot of people that they hate the Bren because it's literally just a 30-round assault rifle, just bigger than a regular assault rifle. So, people feel it's kind of useless. Otherwise, they get the FN Mag as the medium machine gun. They also get an M72 Law for the light anti-tank. Recon doesn't matter. And then they get a choice of a Sterling SMG, which I've also heard is a piece of shit, or the Colt carbine. Otherwise, their assets include transport Land Rovers and SUVs, and you see all these guys scratching their butt here. Looking at the Green 4 side, it is Azuki commanding... so here's what they did. Blue 4 is in charge. They have Alpha and Bravo, and then Green 4 is going to be Charlie and Delta. So Charlie is Azuki, leading Charlie 1 and 2, with Charlie 1 being led by Good Time Saddam, with Gogo, Solomon, Pro Hunter, Wayne, Rust, and Wise under him. Grav leading Charlie 2 with Hunavar Barnes and Roster. Chai merging all of Delta together, leading Steve, Kabubi, Mountain, Olaf, Lolo, G-Legs, and Seismo. Overall, not a bad lineup there, but starting off Blue 4 and Op 4, or excuse me, Blue 4 and Green 4 separated might allow for Op 4 to do a quick rush play, but we will see. Otherwise, looking at this facility, you got a construction building over here at the edge of town, which might give Op 4 a great opportunity to immediately get a foothold in here with the Overwatch potential of this town, so that could be quite messy. You have what appears to be the embassy building. This is a reference to that failed rescue attempt, which is kind of funny because this is a KA-60, which would normally be a Russian-based helicopter, but, it's a good helicopter to make that look right. You've got a burnt-out spot over here, and then you have this building, which is... God, what mod is that from? It's from one of their maps that they've added in. It's not lithium, it's something else. But regardless, a lot of different entryways up here, which is quite nice. They got some perimeter areas here. Whiplash, I mean, he's really good with his custom compounding. And then over here, you have some sort of abandoned fortification here that the U.S. have taken a foothold on. And it just looks pretty fucking cool. It's got some good overwatch points for these areas under them, but that is a lot of tree line that OPFOR can maneuver around. So it's not bad, but I'm going to be honest. I think that's actually a better position than the embassy here, because the embassy is right next to a freaking town. Yeah, you have a perimeter wall, but there's a lot of holes in that perimeter wall. This building is going to be your best bet on CQC, but usually when you're CQCing with your enemy, whoever has the more numbers wins, especially with how grenades are now. They actually kill you. So I don't know. I feel like that's just going to be a mess. I do appreciate the texture right here for the United States. He even edited that out too, which is quite nice. Otherwise, looking back on OPFOR real quick, I want to quickly check their marksman rifle, which again, I believe is going to be an M76. I'm going to have to look at Charlie for this one because all of Alpha is in VIX already. Yep, M76, which is basically a AK-style rifle chambered in 7.62x5.4 with 10-round magazines. So it's basically like an SVD recamoed, you know? And yes, this is the first round. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm really leaning on OPFOR here because Blue 4 appear to want to make their final stand here. And that's going to give OPFOR a lot of room to crawl up. Yes, there's some decent overwatch to stop OPFOR as they move in, but it's kind of a toughie here. It's kind of a toughie. I could really see OPFOR getting right on the perimeter here and just start chucking grenades and causing buildings to explode via VIX to explode. I don't think the buildings are actually going to go up, though, because of, you know, this is all custom placed. I do find it funny, this little utility shed here. This is Sam, one of the VIPs with that blue vest and blue helmet. But I don't know. This could go either way. Ah, man. Trying to think here. What's the best way Blue 4 to win this objective by defending the embassy? Because you also have OPFOR mounting into that building and exchanging marksman rifle, marksman fire. You got OPFOR. What's the maximum render distance again on this game mode? Mission variables? 850. Yeah, that would be within range of the embassy to do reconnaissance from. So it's a toughie. I don't know. Like, then again, every time I've tried to predict which side will win, that side loses. But here, I'm really struggling to see how Blue 4 can come up on top with this. Yeah, they have the 240. Putting that on the roof will deny the helicopter from doing any incursions. But I feel like if OPFOR just keeps their guys together in a somewhat coherent battle line, they'll be fine. We do have some dudes out here indicating they might try to drop a squad off with the MI8, but I don't know. Another concern I have is both sides have AT and HE rounds for their anti-tank. So a few well-placed HE rounds on the floors of this building from outside is going to do some pretty significant damage. Now, I guess one nice caveat is Blue 4 can hide anywhere in here, which is why I think you had Sam, like, checking this building out. I'm sure there's a few devious corners they could put themselves in, but I'm struggling, guys. I'm genuinely struggling here. Nah, this is round one, Keenan. You're good. You're good. I don't know you shit, Forge. If only they could use those cannons at the ruins. Yeah, a fucking cannonball thing that you'd have to reload for like 2 minutes before you could fire again. I think the upkeep of having one of these running in, what, the 1980 time period that they're setting up here would be a little more expensive than what it was worth. And if it rained and the powder got wet, then you're screwed anyway. Oh, man. I don't know. I see Blue 4 like prepping for defending this open area, and that's really trying. That's just really cherry picking. Because OPFOR are just gonna come up this SSR right here and attack directly. If they go all the way around, I think that's really, really dumb, because one of these objectives is going to outright overwatch this open area. Why would you risk going through all of this openness when you could literally just drive up to the edge of the town, scout with your MI8 to see if any Blue 4 are trying to rush to the edge of the town? Hell, you could even dismount down there and then move on the forested area, and then once you run into the wall as they start shooting at you, just back up and reposition around into the town. Like, I don't really see how Op4 could screw this up, but who's command? Puma's competent, and he's got the head honcho of the NA branch under him, so I don't think they do anything too bad here. I'd be a little more worried if it was like a commander I'd never seen before that tries to go for some outlandish plan. Or Pierce. One of the two. Because the only thing I see Op4 losing to is an outlandish plan. But why am I seeing a force split here? Oh, God. Oh, God, what are you doing? I think Blue 4 setting up this way because they saw that other Op4 spawn area, so they're planning for maybe they're going to come up the MSR, but given the choice, the spawn area from large is the best one. Oh, God, this is a very far dismount. They are not leaving anything to chance. I'm going to be honest, they could have at least come up and dismounted at the edge of this tree line and not had to have worried about any counter rushes, but that's a weird one. Looks like Green 4 are rushing up to the castle area to defend another HVI, which is Fred. So they're going to go for a force split right off the bat, not hold all their eggs in one basket to space things out. Because I'm going to be honest, this AO, but you made some like battle lines in the lower ground, would have been pretty awesome. Have a, a group back here to overwatch your rear in case of a reach around. But, I mean, this position definitely better here. So, I don't 100% agree with Op4's tactics. They're trying to form this massive battle line here. Because you see Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. The one fear I have is they might not be in positions to completely overwatch and assist each other. But as I say that, I mean, Charlie and Delta are going to come up this route and hit. Alpha's going to run around over here and move in, and Bravo's going to overwatch and eventually push down. So, in actuality, I could see this working. It's just I'm a little worried that Alpha is going to be out of position to assist Charlie and Delta on the macro when they start moving into this embassy building. Because timing-wise, I feel like Delta and Charlie are going to hit there first, and then these guys are going to come in. But timing is really important here, because that's something as a commander you can't really control in a PvP situation. But I could see Bravo then coming down and assisting. It's how would I further describe this? Kind of like defeat in detail, but in reverse. No. If you're doing the attacking, usually defeat in detail. Yeah. I mean, the defenders are already separated, but they have less of a number advantage anyway. But if Op4 only attacks with Charlie and Delta first and they're repelled, and then Alpha attacks and then gets repelled, that's kind of being defeated in detail there, because they're not attacking with their full force at the same time to overwhelm the garrison position. They're just defeating smaller chunks as they attack themselves. Can't vote for green. Green is bundled to blue because green and blue are both on the same side. So if they were all fighting each other, then maybe, but yeah. Then there would be a separate option. That'd be kind of cool, though, a three-way assassination fight. I feel like everyone would fucking turtle, though. You'd have to have the defenders have a number advantage at that point. So, astonishingly, Blue 4 sending out a team to dynamically move around here. You got the MI8 coming around. No one's loaded in the MI8 other than the pilot and gunner. But look at this massive force around right here. You got Op4 also focusing on looking on the southern side. I'm going to be honest, guys. This is going to be a slow round. All right? Because Op4 is going to encircle and eliminate this position, then move on, encircle and eliminate that position. It's just going to be a long one, unfortunately. But I think with all the weaponry that both Blue 4 and Green 4 have, because think about it, Actually, no. No, I'm not going to make that point. I was going to say both sides, you know, have more weaponry overall, but they're doing the Alpha Bravo on one faction, Charlie Delta thing on the other faction, which means they can't double up on certain weapons, like marksman rifles being only an Alpha and Charlie, which would be incredibly useful in this scenario. Especially to the ladder AO that Green 4 is defending, because all that open area with that Overwatch position would be better. Why 3 factions? You know, that's a really great question. Also, Patman, I think you sent me something on Discord. I will take a look at it later. I just didn't have an opportunity to get back to you on it because I got flooded with DMs this morning. But really, it's just Mission Maker's choice. I think Whiplash was going for like a QRF force to come in and potentially have to deal with Op4 coming around as well. But because Op4 decided to go incredibly slow on this, you have this instead. So now Blue 4 have fanned out and taken this structure. Got some GLs coming in already knocking out a dude. Another dude for Op4 has been taken out. I think you just saw some AT get launched up in that construction building. Did you honestly just Dooley, you just with an HE round 2, Dooley, I love you, buddy, but Dooley, Get away on fire, thanks for the 14-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you have a nice kick out of this Friday Night Fight branch. So I'm looking at everything here. You got Mito, who somehow got picked off of that static. There's another guy running up that also got picked off that static. Don't know if that was Bravo shooting at him or what. It would be Alpha and Charlie that have the marksman, so maybe it was a Charlie shooter over here. Arakiru maybe? No, he doesn't have any kills, but yeah, they are starting to pick people up on the rooftops there. But regardless, we got Bomb that died and Hachi that died. And it's only Mito that's been killed off. The other guy woke back up.
Send in Go Team 6.
But Jared, thanks for the 37-month resub, and Ghostwill, thanks for the 9-month resub as well. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So you got the PKTs off the MI8 now, firing down. Blue 4 pulling back to secondary defensive positions. It's tough. Oh! Yeah, that's what I was worried about, but they're not close enough to properly range those in and get them in the floors they need to. What is this MI8 doing? Like, I get the angle they're trying to go for, but you never want to fly head-on into an objective like that because it really exposes the pilot. Oh, man. They're still alive, but that's incredibly risky. So yeah, Alpha is just kind of out of position here. Bravo is now folding into. You're really just dealing with Charlie and Delta here, and Blue 4 is having some, doing a good job repelling. I just heard a round. Engines out. I mean, they have room here. They need to bleed more speed. Otherwise, they're going to go too far out. Oh, they're going right for those trees. Yeah, they didn't bleed enough speed, and there's the tree. They should have kept cutting left. And then turning to help bleed speed, and that would have landed them a little more to the left. They could have made that, but that's a shame. The Mi-8 is a bitch to fly when you get into a situation like that and you only have first person, admittedly. Alright, so now we're going to have a little bit of a slowdown here as Op4 repositions themselves. And pushing in. Yeah, trees cushion the fall. Yeah, definitely. I do like that we are seeing marksmen trying to pick people off. Erikiru actually got a kill from a pick-off. Wasn't him, though, because I checked him beforehand, so it was someone else in this facility. I got Iander right here just slowly bleeding out. Maybe he took damage from an HE round earlier. Tough to call. Grid wreck, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But hey, there's 2 more rounds tonight. Maybe you can make it for those. And I just hydrated as you put that down. Sweet. Good timing. I'm going to be honest. This is just going to be HE and grenade hell in here. Like, absolutely. They're setting up their SSWT kits, the bipod machine guns on. Oh, that's nasty. Delta starting to move in. Alpha now folding in. Okay, you might have a really nice L-shape attack going in here. Is the building destructible? No. I believe it would be set to invincible. Otherwise, a single Op-4 combat engineer could throw a satchel in there and just take out the entire building, which, I'm going to be honest, if you ever get the opportunity to do that, I would always recommend doing, but because this is a custom place building, I'm willing to bet they set it to invincible. We'll know if we see some of this glass get shot out that it's destroyable, and if it just, you know, stays tanky, then, yeah, they disable damage on it. Week has been a shit show to the point I had to go to the gun range for more training. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm going to the gun range on Monday, actually. Got 1,000 rounds of 9mm for a really good rate. And I'm going with my father, and my brother's invited too, but she, not sure if she'll show up. Yeah, the helo got shot down. What 9mm? A few different types of Glocks. And yes, 1,000 rounds. Look, 250 for 1,000 rounds is like a fucking steal, all right? But you'd be surprised as a as an Arma 3 YouTuber what contacts you end up getting. I call him my ammo guy. Only 1,000 rounds, yep. And then, yeah, they put a satchel in here with the idea to blow the building up, but this building's also set to invincible, so that satchel charge was ineffective. All right, you got some GLs not coming in there further, trying to collapse the building, but because the building's set to invincible, because it's custom placed, because you see that black shadow on it, I'd imagine this building's also invincible. But look at this distraction. This is now allowing this other team to come in as a strike team, and they can get up to this floor all the way up here. Oh, this could get messy. What am I going to do after the first half hour? What do you mean by that, Terror? Or error. I always call you Terror. Lurch is dead. Headshots. So now Op4 is just going to slowly clear this building out. $1,000 rounds equals a half hour. We'll see. Yeah, so you just got all this skirmishing out here. A lot of dead Op4 though, so I'd imagine Blue 4 caught some in the street, but now they're getting taken out themselves. See, there's more Op4 breaching this area. And with all the gunfire, that's just adding to the confusion. They also killed one of the radio men here. Ooh. There goes Mittens. I think he was dealing with these guys coming up here. So I don't think Blue Force realized that their perimeter's been breached just yet. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. Top 4 just starting to swarm into this AO. You got Nemesis on 4 kills out here. He's doing his best to rage a one-man guerrilla war here. Will it be enough, though? Oh, he's fighting people like Bayant, though. Oh! Oh! And Hypno throws a smoke grenade. Oh, that was a beautiful trade. Oh my god. Fucking Wiki blown away. Oh my god, Wiki literally blown away with that. Gur just grenaded himself. I'm doing alright, Sniper. How you doing? Look, Bay and Nemesis are among, like, the best players. Bay, I would argue, is the best player in FNF. Nemesis is in my top 5. Well, top 10, actually. A lot of, he used to be in my top, I would say, actually was for a long while one of the best, but then you had Bay start showing his head, you had Falcon showing, and then Papega Pirate started showing. But Nemesis, I mean, he has a quick reaction time. So, like, he is on par with Papega Pirate players, which in my opinion are, like, the best of the best. In terms of individual skill, Scandi, I would say, is slightly better than Papega because they have superior tactics. And when you combine good skill with superior tactics, it gets messy for anyone you're fighting. I'm waiting for it. They shut the door again. Because I think out of everyone here, this is the last bastion they have. They have one guy out here with an explosive specialist. Roche could throw some explosive satchels around to screw with Op4 here. But this is running down the clock. I think Op4 will eventually be able to overpower this position, but it's going to cost a lot of Op4 lives to do it. And by then, Op4 is not going to have enough time to go hit the other objective here. So now it's just a waiting game. Great pickoff right there, only to get taken out by another shooter. If a game were to trade evenly, the attackers would always win, but it never trades evenly. I'd say Op4 is technically winning right now, but that's about to change because this is going to get very, very messy. The only solution I see is satchels being thrown through this door once it opens. And I mean, we also got a blue 4 guy camping right here too. Because I don't think there's any easy way to the roof. There's no like outside ladders or whatnot. Which I think a ladder like right here would have been nice to get to the rooftop to flank around. But, I mean, this is just a really defensive building, and you can't destroy it, so... You've got some of the outskirts guys getting picked off now. Eagle Andy, it's good. I might... actually, no, I am going to do a stream sometime this weekend to make peanut butter cookies, and while they're in the oven, I'm going to thin out some of my pepper and tomato plants and show you guys how the greenhouse is doing. Because I haven't posted it in a hot second, because I've been, well, busy with some other shit, admittedly. Yeah, so he's coming up here to try to see if there's a ladder. I think that would have been really nice to add. But at this point, Op4 is just going to be trying to get in here and coming around. So Samus died. He was one of the HVTs up here, actually. So one of the HVTs themselves are dead. Probably got picked off as he was trying to do some marksman stuff or just die to a random grenade. But this is where the fight's going to be. Aussie Wookie opening the door. And so he's just checking in. He's going to go in here now. But yeah, that 240 is going to be... it's going to be nice. Heli would have been nice to land on the roof, I agree. But yeah, they usually get picked off early. So went a little too far there. Cat Morgan holding this position. Oh, Bat, you don't ever bandage in the open like Dover. Oh my god. That smoke's only gonna screw Op4 over. Never, ever bandage in the open like that. Go into a corner if you absolutely need to, and if you don't want to get up and bandage, then just don't bandage. Because when you're in a CQC situation like that, you're gonna get scuffed if you pull something like that. The window screwed me? Yeah. It's because they're not bulletproof. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. So who the hell is still down here? Savannah, I think, is down the floor fucking with him? With an M60, yep. That smoke causes the reaction time to get delayed there. Sholin's down there just randomly shooting. We got the VIP set up right here. I mean, if he were to come further back and use a 203 at the doorway, I think they would go outside the minimum range. Worst fucking time to reload! Fucking quiet gun there. They're throwing grenades down. Uh-oh, grenade. Jesus freaking Christ. Welcome to the meat grinder. Oh. No, they can place sandbags beforehand, but not anymore. There's no ace fortification tool. Throw another grenade down there for the memes. Uh-oh, Gur's got to run from that building. No, he's running deeper in. Oh, oh, the gunner's dead. Probably got blown away by a grenade. Ah. Blue 4 just doesn't have the numbers now to maintain this opening. There's only 4 of them around. Did you just... I think Op4 is also confused where, like, who's still alive and who's assaulting this position. Yeah, there's just so many dead guys around. Just more shits being thrown left, right, and center. I believe that is an Op4 FN mag gunner. Just a box smoke coming in. Sholin trying to fire through the floor, pre-firing around these. Yeah, he's trying to fire through the damn floor. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't think he can pen though. Well, that's pretty damn hilarious. Op4 is being incredibly cautious to move into, definitely. There's 3 blue 4 now. Plenty of grenades being thrown in here. If Blue 4 still has a grenade here, they can throw that in. Oh my god, Op4 sending more grenades. Oh god! Oh! That just killed another like 3 or 4 people. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. See, Op4's the one throwing the grenades now. Oh my god. Yeah, he's in the minimum det range, so it's just not hitting them. Oh. There's just so many dead. This is pretty much Blue 4's last stand. They still have 1 VIP over by Green 4. You got a little bit of Op4 moving up in that direction, but I don't think Op4 have the number to take care of that other position. Looks like some of them are trying to get up on windows to engage HVT here. Building's not going to collapse because it's set to invincible. See, assassinations usually end up being these, like, fatal funnel situations where Op 4, or the attacking faction, just loses a shit ton of people to it. Gets very messy. He's just firing through the fucking doorway, panicky. And Gur's trying to overwatch this corner. Yeah, no, Op 4 did. Yeah, no, you were part of Op 4. They did do a lot of fragging of themselves. I think the frag that killed like 4 people in here was a friendly Op 4 frag. Gur has a really great keyhole here, though. This is just disgusting. More smoke's being deployed.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Ninja Sniper, thanks for the reset, my man.
Finally able to keep the sub to you going.
Redo, my man, I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a kick out of this F&F branch. It's just a freaking meat grind. There's literally like 20 bodies on this floor. I'll do a head count in a second. Sorry, Puma. Wait, so it was your first time platoon? Okay. Could have sworn I've seen you platoon lead other times. They're trying to summon Snoop Dogg to kill the HVI. How many smoke grenades is enough smoke grenades? He did a flip! He's running out of places to hide! I hope he has his lucky frag. Oh my god, he's crawling! Oh my god! Jesus freaking Christ. And they're gonna keep clearing. Holy shit. Alright, one body. Two bodies. Three bodies. Ready? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, man. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Dude, this just tells a story. 24 with one last handshake. 25, 26, 27, 28. I think that's it. 28 bodies. 29, 30. "30 bodies in this building. Oh, man. Titty. Anyway. Yeah. Like I said, a literal freaking meat grinder. So, 20 minutes up for us to kill this one dude. If they kill him, they win. If they don't kill him in 20 minutes, they lose. There were probably more at the windows, you're right. And there's at least one on the rooftop, so there's 30 plus bodies up there. Oh, man. We got some Op 4 coming up, trying to pick people off. The blue berets might throw the attackers off because they know they're trying to fight and kill people with blue berets. So, or blue headgear. VIP could just run, but as soon as he leaves this yellow zone, he his position gets broadcasted to everyone on the opposite side. So otherwise, we just see some long range shooting going on, some pretty bad skylines, but I mean that's Pepega being Pepega for you. So we did have one of the green 4 guys get picked off. Ah! Now that, sir, is a feat in of itself. How the hell did you do that? And how is that thing not exploded yet? That's nice. XX Custer leading Pepega's last stand. We got a few Pepega players in here. Actually, I don't think I only saw a roster. Was Roster over here, or was it someone else? Yeah, Roster's over here. Yeah, so he's the medic. Pepega man's last stand. Man, that DayZ parking, yeah, right. 18 minutes, Op 4 really broken apart here. I don't see it. This is gonna go to time. Remember when a VIP hit in a vehicle and it worked? Yes, that was you, Eric Kiru, on Senegasta. You hit under a Vic, and just, you eventually got found and killed, but it worked for quite a while. Very long game of hide and seek. Reminds me of Depso in the Sarani map. He pulled up a Ural under a little alcove on a building. He was able to camp there for the longest time, and then he finally just, like, killed 4 people and died. I didn't see any satchels on this Vic, but I mean, blowing up a Vic that is going to have a cook-off style explosion is very, very effective. It's not a Jeep, it's a Chevy. Oh, you mean like the Halo UNSC Chevy Tahoe that the innies use? Is that before or after Master Chief Bane's A Covenant? I don't know. I just know the memes from that show. That's all I got. Op 4 Zerg breach, yeah. AT! Oh, it was just short. Oh, if it was a notch higher, it would have gone on here and killed these guys. Dang. Zagan, thanks for the sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operation. Seriously, it means a lot that you would sub. Regardless, Hope you're getting a nice kick out of this little F&F scenario. It's a very slow match. 15 minutes play left over here. Green 4 trying to engage and pick off what they can. Now that those guys got the kill there, he was able to pull back. Who's this little shit? It's Dooley trying to run up with more AT. Look, in my definition, if you run up as the solo guy trying to AT the final objective, you are indeed a little shit. It's not meant to be an insult. Just how it works. Grenade just did some damage on Genry here as Op4 starts encountering a few Green 4 guys around here. Now it looks like you got some Op4 trying to flank around on the south. 15 minutes remaining. That's going to take him at least another 5 to even get here. So 10 minutes? Yeah, maybe. Tough call either way. Alright, we're just trying to watch for these advantages. Excuse me, these advancements. Got tongue-tied there. Then I got stuck down my throat. Oh, well. What else is new? So, yeah, basically the single guys out here are just interdicting the larger groups of Op4 and just trying to get licks. This group has now been spotted, so its maneuvering around is going to take even longer. I honestly think this is going to be a Green 4 victory, unless this Blue 4 guy gets sniped somehow. It's... If Dooley whiffs an AT shot and hits the HVI, I'll show my face. Like, that would be funny as fuck. I was just chilling in the freaking Tahoe over there, whatever. Halo the anime. I'd watch that. Not gonna lie, I did just have a half second of fear right there because I had to account for where he was and go, did I just write a check I wouldn't be able to cash? Yeah, 10 seconds later. Oh, neat. There goes the Tahoe. Now he's trying to crawl away. The dude had AT and an FN mag. Of course he did. Probably looted that from a dead body because he had the RPG carry backpack, which means he started with it. Yeah, so this Overwatch element back here is going to stop anything from occurring on the left side. Right side. Oh! Oh! About to say, Dallas, please don't screw that up. Olaf could still wake back up, though, which is a little worrisome. There is actually a Halo anime. It is pretty damn good. Also kind of sad. I have vague memories of it. I'm waiting to see if Olaf wakes back up, because Dallas might not double tap. Fucking Spartan chicks with white hair, man. That's a fetish. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think Olaf's gonna wake back up. He just took too many rounds. Dallas just trying to find an angle, but again, Green 4 has the high ground here. They've got a superior numbers. I just don't see it. You got Dooley trying to charge up here under machine gun fire. He's still gonna go for it. He's popping smokes. He's literally doing the Olympic sprint. Don't worry about it. You know, just don't worry about it. So we got some marksman fire happening over there. We're at the 10-minute mark. Olaf, walk back up. Oh. Oh, man. Got him picking up blue 4 machine guns, but even then, it doesn't save you from the high ground. Kane, gifting out 5 gift subs. If you got a gift sub from Kane, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Was it a blonde? Fuck, I remember this white. Oh well, she was hot. Anyway.
Send in
I gotta resist saying mommy Spartan energy on stream, so let's just get back to the action, shall we? Alright, got Loki coming around over here. Got another Op4 advance coming up. I'd imagine Dooley got picked off while trying to charge up. Yes, he did. And it looks like you got Pro Hunter down here looting his body. How many subs for me to restream DayZ tonight? Alright, here's the deal. I have 2 meetings I promised with people at midnight. So if FNF NA ends early, I will stream up to midnight. Platinum Blonde, that's why. Yes. Anyway. Like coconut. But anyway, and if you were here for that stream, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if we still have time, I'll stream a little bit of DayZ, but it probably won't be much because FNF usually, if it goes slow like this throughout the night, probably won't have time for any sort of DayZ because I did it during the intermission phase between NA and EU. Ooh, charges. That's a satchel! Doesn't make it down far enough, though. It fell in this little hole over here and just did minimal damage. Did you just... Oh, I was about to say, if you just bounced it off the wall, I would have laughed at you. It's just not getting enough momentum there. Time check for FNF. 7 minutes remaining in this round. This is round 1. Op4 starting to get up to the wire, so it could still turn around, but with their numbers, I doubt it. Green 4 still have a lot of overwatching elements as long as Blue 4's HVT stays hidden. What mod has those throwable satchels? Vanilla. It's a vanilla satchel with the Ace explosives option to allow the explosives to be throwable turned on. It's actually one of the newer features in all of Ace's debut. I think that one's only, I want to say, a year or so old, maybe a year and a half. We got some blind suppression going out here. You gonna go change your laundry because the outcome's obvious? I'm gonna be honest, there is still a chance that one of these guys on the outskirts can get in here because you're having some guys harassing forces out here. So again, I'm not saying it's settled just yet. It's just based off of circumstance. But it is entirely possible. Got more explosives going off right here. Hardcore coming into the breach. And hops out of the breach. I think overtime's going to be called if there's Op4 in the red zone. Because this is pretty significant here. I'm genuinely... Okay, so Op4 now have an overwatching position. They could pick off more Green 4. They don't know where the HVI is, so there has to be a southern push in here to basically get lucky and take this guy out. But now this position's being countered by some Green 4 running around, but there is no commitment to that push. Seismo's just taking a free kill and backing off. And again, if you want to join in the fun, do !FNF. There we go. See, it's kind of nice, though, having that breach, because Op4 can just immediately get out and do that. Oh my god. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. Alright. Now, theoretically, Op4 can turn around and start getting some kills here. No, you are not John Wick, Hardcore. That's what I thought. Yeah, that recoil, the AK. Well, no, he still scored the kill. We are starting to see a turnaround here. Green 4 lost that numbers advantage last second. Every kill's gonna count here. Arcor just got picked off. The other guy got picked off. All right, that might have just turned it back in Green 4's favor, in all honesty, because I think it's only like 5 or 6 Op4 remaining. Yep. Oh my god, the aggression we're seeing here. Ooh, just enough to see your the face of your attacker. Four minutes. Maybe give me your milk and get in here. Close it to a 1v1. High probability he could win. But he has to run in there. But he's being incredibly cautious based off of the movement he's already seen outside of his position. Explosive satchel's going off over there. It's ineffective. Great pick off there by Give Me Your Milk. He's going for 2. Doesn't see that one guy right there crossing. He doesn't know that the HVI is in there, though. Oh, this little speck right here is saving him from that doorway. Oh, that's brilliant. Op4's down to 2 people on the Overwatch spot. Gets him. Dodges that gunfire, no blood. He got hit by something else, though. It is a 3v4. But if Op4 kill the right person, it's GG. This is getting close. I thought Green 4 would have a better hold on everything, but I guess in the CQC, their PvP just faltered. Knocks him to his feet. Give Me Your Belt, pulls back to reload. If he has a grenade, now would be the time. Oh! Lucky fucking headshot. It is now 2v3. No, Cosmonaut is 1 dude left. 2 minutes remaining. This is going to go to overtime. I don't see why this wouldn't go to overtime. I think Blue 4 just shot a Green 4, dude. I want to see this go into overtime. Normally, I would hate to see a match go into overtime, but this is actually very close, and Cosmonaut, I think, could do it. If it was someone else that I don't think could do it, probably not. But Cosmonaut, I would say he's like your traditional mid-range FNF player. He doesn't do anything too extraordinary. He has his moments, don't get me wrong, which this could be one of those moments. But, you know, compared to Papega or Bay or Falcon, you know, he's not someone we often look at. But I think he could do this. He has to get the kill. Reload, reload, and shoot again. Reload and shoot again. He woke back up. He woke back up. If he didn't wake back up. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. My god. Wow. Literally down to the wire there. Holy shit. All right, again, started slow, but that was a pretty good fucking ending. I agree, Iron Lance. How are you doing, buddy? Been a hot second since I've seen you. Iron Lance is one of the guys originally back from 2016 who occasionally drops by. Him and Zeno and Cobalt Cat are still from that original first generation. Oh, we've got 2 more rounds tonight, Keenan. That was the end of round 1, and that one literally took the maximum amount of time. How you doing, Hotshot? A Boz Kata round. Oh, boy. I just realized, did I ever turn the extensions off? No, I did not. All right, let's run our next intermission here. And let's get this shit started. So let's go ahead and go over to our map category. And then our mission category. This is now round 2. Sorry, I didn't mean for that blow to be so... Wow, oh my god. All right, Blue 4 attacking... An AAV PCH-53, 10% numbers advantage. And that appears to be it. Op4 has a VOD, 14.5, so it's a KPTV Vodnik. Okay. Four has a KPTV Vodnik, an MG bunker, and 2 static HMGs. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, Coleman Eric just messaged me to say he is off the multi for today, so I'm going to get rid of the multi-command because he was the only one on it, and take him off the multi on my side. Cool. All right, that is all set. If he had another 40mm up there, he would have gotten the kill, and that would have clutched it, just barely. But my god, that was pretty damn close. Whew. The best month I've bet about 20,000 channel points. Nice. All right, we're down to about 94. That should be fine. We just gotta see how the rest of this plays out. You lost all your channel points down to 756. I'm sorry, man. Sorry to see it. Watching it, yeah, it's pretty damn tense because you're just cheering on your guys, especially when it gets close like that. I want to say at least 1 or 2 matches get that close every week, on average. But sometimes they're just total stomp outs like the EU branch this week, because good freaking god, that got nuts. That's why you save your channel points. Yeah, to make the big plays that you know you can win, right? Whew. 104K, not too bad. Nice. I'm sorry to hear that, Coleman Eric. Hope you're okay, man. Hope you enjoyed round 1. Hope you have a wonderful night. Gambling is an addiction. Vote no on the Indian reservation gambling. God damn it. Whew. So AVP has an M2 and M240. The Vodnik's going to be 14.5 and 7.62 by 54R. We'll see how things go. And did you know that 90% of gamblers quit before a big win? Oh, that's cruel to say. Yeah, whenever I tell you which team's going to win, vote the opposite team. Statistically, you are more likely to win if you bet against who I tell you to bet on, because everything is rigged. The game was rigged from the start. It's really isn't really gambling because there's no impact? That's what I want you to think. Whew. That's what I want you to think. And there's the wave of fatigue. God damn it. All right, I might not cover the third round because I don't know how to describe this feeling. Like, my eyes get really heavy, a little watery, and like, I want to say the top part of my head just gets a little fuzzy. When I try to power through it, I just fly my camera around during the third round and go, oh. I don't really say much. 3 points gone, 3K points gone, yeah, right? Spent over $700 in a night in my last Marine Corps ball. This isn't gambling? Yeah. Banzers, thank you for the raid, my friend. What were you doing? F&F is my weed? I wouldn't know, I don't do weed. I don't really smoke at all, which is funny because I don't mind smoking. It's just, it's boring. You go out and you smoke something, it's like, cool, whatever. But if you don't have people to do it with, you're just kind of out there, sad and alone, doing jack shit. Which makes sense 100 years ago when they didn't have internet and all this other crazy nonsense. You know, they just need to kill the time. That's why. But nowadays, when you have instant gratification at your fingertips, why smoke? I'd rather be tying up someone. Put in all my effort on that instead. Bloodlegs versus G-Wings, the crossover. Because of G-Legs and Bloodwing? Okay. I see how it is. Internet addiction versus weed addiction. Look, as long as you're happy, just don't ask about the ERP addiction, and we're good. Anyway, World War III by the mountain with a 1923 logo, and I don't see anything. What a shame. You know what? I'm going to try going the roster from here. Baum on blue 4, Nielsen and Anderson on op 4, Barnes and Mountain on blue 4, Boys on op 4, Ace isn't his name anymore. Face, Steve, Solomon, Absorb, Arctic Ghost, Artisan and Ash on blue 4, Ossiwook on op 4, Azuki, Bance and Banks on blue 4, Blaze, Morgan and Dreek on op 4. This is usually how we do it on OFCRA. Kerrigan, White, Cash, Chow, Cormac on blue 4, Fist on op 4, Matlock on blue 4, as well as Ace, Wise, Wayne, Hunavar, Mittens, I'm assuming, is blue 4 because he's part of this group. Blue 4 has Dallas. Op 4 has Depso. Dooley, Arakiru, and Fred on blue 4. Hamilton on op 4. G-Legs and Gamry on blue 4. Give me your milk on op 4. Potato, Saddam, Grab, Hamilton, Rust, Ivno, Hachi, and Bell on blue 4. Loki, Lurch, Mackenzie, Maz, Mito, Michael, Cosmonaut, Emery. Fuck! Couldn't finish it in time, so we'll go through it again. It's okay. All right, let's go ahead and do our write-up here. Briefing for this mission is background. Russian Marines have taken hold on a Turkish-claimed island in the Aegean Sea. The first MEU has been tasked, or taken issue with this. Okay, interesting wording there. Area of operations, the waters of the Aegean Sea have been getting a little warm lately. I guess that means don't go in the water or else you get screwed by sharks. Nope, Chaplain Charlie will tell you how to free... What? Chaplain Charlie will tell you how to free world will conquer communism. With aid of God and a few Marines, God has a hard-on for Marines because we kill everything we see. He plays his games, we play ours. To show our appreciation for so much power, we keep heaven packed with fresh souls. God was here before you, the Marine Corps, and you can give your heart to Jesus, but your ass belongs to the Corps. Isn't that from, God, the freaking drill sergeant movie? Why am I blanking on the name? I want to say Full Metal Jacket, but it's not Full Metal Jacket. Oh, God, someone remind me what movie that is. If you're a war game, yeah, it is Full Metal Jacket. That's what I thought. Mission rules, make sure to take your iodine. My God. All right, 2 caches to destroy. Mission variables, 1,100 meters since maximum view distance. Defender points is set to 125, which is the default variable. No magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Medium anti-tank settings. Both sides have 2 rounds of AT per squad. 2 in the AT gunner, 2 in the assistant. Blue 4 are going to be rocking the Marine Force camouflage, mix of M27 IARs, which are fully automatic M4s, or an M4A1, which you can only burst or single fire. M9 Berettas as the secondary, 249s and 240 Golfs as the light machine gun and medium machine gun, respectively. Light anti-tank is going to be the 136. I'm quickly checking to see if there's an X-ray group on either side. There is not, so we don't have to cover recon. Crew and aviation get either an MP7 or an M4A1. Nothing on crew served weapons. Assets, they have an AAVP rechamber to fire 12.7 and 7.62x51. Because FNF just doesn't do GMGs. Wow. They get... Ooh! 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 They're unarmed. The roster only said they got 1 of these, so I'm assuming... actually, no, they get this one then. Because there's no way they would get 3 armed puppies here, and I don't see any ammo written on them, though. That's a shame. And they also have some Humvees they can tow in and 2 MRZRs. Okay. Looking over at Op 4. Op 4 are your modern Russian Marines. Their marksman rifle is probably going to be an SVD. Blue 4 is a Mark 11. Mark 11 is 20 rounds, 7.62x51. For the marksman rifle, SVD is 10 rounds, 7.62x54R. Otherwise, modern Russian Marine camouflage here. They get AK-74s modernized or AKSs if they choose to. Light machine gun's going to be the RPK. Medium machine gun's going to be the PKP. Light anti-tank's going to be the RPG-26. Recon doesn't matter because there's no X-ray. And then crew and aviation get a choice of PP-2000s or an AK-74UN. They get 1 machine gun bunker, 2 static cords, and a Gazvodnik with the PKTV version. The PKTV. KVPT. Yeah, I'm not doing round 3. I'm getting super freaking dyslexic here. Looking at the roster, Blue 4 has Vagrant, one of, if not the best commander, leading for Blue 4. Grav is going to be his 2IC. Fred is going to be the medic. Sergeant McSwagger, Staff Sergeant McSwagger, leading Alpha. G-Legs taking a crewman slot. Dover, actually, I don't see a leadership element here, so Dover, I'm going to say, is in charge of Ace, Matlock, Hatchie, Lewis, and Bomb. Azuki leading Bravo HQ. Bravo 1 being led by Saddam with Wise, Potato, Hunavar, Top Gun, Rust, and Wayne under him. Genry leading Bravo 2 with Bell, Dallas, Hampton, Kaz, and the Badsman under him. Shy leading Charlie HQ. Charlie 1 being led by Olaf with No Name, Ash, Seismo, Eric Hiru, Sam, and Banks under him. Steve leading Charlie 2 with Ace, Kerrigan White, Ivno, Pro, Hunter, and Solomon here. Did someone just fall off and... Did he just go to hell? Interesting. Yeah, Bant is... Band's having a little bit of trouble here, and I love how these 2 dudes fell off. I don't think there's a way for them to get back on. Brilliant. Okay, well, continue with everything here. I think we covered everyone under Olaf. Steve leading... wait, no, we got them. So, Schnuffles leading Artisan, Absorb, Space Cowboy, Carl, Dooley, Barnes, and Cormanac. Delta 2 has Zoni and Roster together. Hotel 1's going to be the Flyboys. Mountain and Ghost and Bait and Chow are going to be the AAVP crew, which I actually... don't know where that spawned. Probably down on the foothold right here where you see the AAVP right there. Meanwhile, for Op 4, we have Depso leading Platoon HQ, Timek as the 2IC, Dreek leading Alpha, Alpha 1 being led by Anderson with Poe, Gimme Your Milk, Arcor, Maz, and Loki under him. Bridges leading Cyrus Fist, Wiki, Cosmonaut Martin, and Sub-Angler. We got Nielsen leading Charlie. Charlie 1 has Sholand leading Montgomery, Arab, Bates, Eagle, and Mike. Nielsen leading Gorgon Twins, Drake, and Michael under him for Charlie 2. Lurch leading Delta with Delta 1 be led by Mito with Boys, Hamilton, Emery, Blaze, and McKenzie under him. And Sven leading Morgan, Puma, Whiplash, Nemesis, Aussie Wookie, and Sam Hamwich under him. No one's winning yet, believe it or not. But otherwise, the 2 caches they have to destroy include this customly built area, which I think there's been a custom area built here before, so it's a bit of a AO recycle. But we've always, I want to say there's been like 3 or 4 different missions that have involved the fucking ghost hotel right here. So 1 cache is in there, and the other cache is in this custom fortified area. You also got this nice little radar position here as well on the platform, which is quite nice. And then we have these flags. But yeah, that is pretty much the breakdown, guys. Usually when you get an AO like this, Blue 4 is going to do 1 of 2 things. They're either going to fly all the way to the south and do a landing or a paratrop, which is going to get everyone killed. If you remember that episode, you remember that episode. Or they're going to drive up, scout from that ridge, push into the forest, and then just push up on this area. They're going to avoid the open areas over here. Maybe have the paratrooper guys do some reconnaissance, or anyone that lands back here get on Overwatch elements to let the Blue 4 elements get up here. AVP is probably going to stay in the back line and just pick people off with the 50 cal where it can, and probably take AT fire. So we'll just have to see how things go. Heimar Beach Party. You know, I'm not surprised. So I have a friend who's deployed right now who's had to work like 12 to 16 hours a day for the past week. So I'm trying to be the support friend to say, hey, you can do it. I know it sucks right now, but you'll get it done. Oh, man. Crazy how all that shit works. But I'm going to be honest, I just don't really have any other thing to say for this AO. What branch and what, I'm not going to get into personal details about this person because I leave it to them. Because I don't like putting people on the spotlight. There's also a reason I'm keeping. Whatever. If you read into it, you'll figure it out. Nice little Overwatch position there, but I think that's actually part of the map. These little bridges. This is a safety hazard, though. If you fall off, I'm pretty sure you can sue someone. Storm? I wouldn't call myself a legend. I'm just a dude that watches people kill each other and laughs at it. And then you laugh at it with me. But it's really easy for us to judge with, you know, God vision here. But it's also kind of fun to judge with God vision. Well, Alex, I appreciate it. In the game? What game? As a person speaking from experience, I'd slap you through the phone if you said that to me. What? What did I say? See, this is the same reason why I don't like actively look for people's Twitch streams and events I'm doing and put them on my multi, because sometimes they just get pissy at me for it. I'm like, I'm sorry. Just trying to promote your channel. Trying to give my viewers some other people to watch for the same event. Talking about the lawn hours. Oh, man. No, I mean the thing where sometimes we just watch people die in the game. Yeah, that's fair. In the game. Yeah, you know, you're right. This isn't Wiki. What is it? What was it? Wiki? No, not WikiLeaks. Live Leak. That's it. I miss Live Leak. Most of my viewers are here to be mean to me. That's why we do the freaking Phasmophobia. We haven't done Phasmophobia in a while, but DayZ streams where you have the sound bites and you can actually like have me have a nervous fucking breakdown. Recently we had one. DayZ, fucking, I was moving from Tizzy to my base and then I had a nervous breakdown. And I ended the stream. It only took you 30 minutes. Granted, it was a mixture of the sound bites, someone actually getting in my base, putting a bunch of tripwires down, and then just spooking the shit out of me. When's next Phasmo? I don't know, because all my friends that play Phasmo don't really like playing Phasmo anymore because they've made the ghosts kind of dumb. There's no like fun you can have with it anymore. So I just struggle to find people. Sorry, I'm reaching for my fidget toy right now. I have this little, it's called a bubble popper bracelet. I won 2 of these at an arcade, like, I want to say 10 months ago. One for Bloodwind, one for myself, and I just fidget with it while we're waiting for downtime like this. Because, again, I don't mean to sound selfish when I say this, but I've seen this AO done in Friday Night Fights over the past year at least 6 times. All right? It's always either Blue 4 is going to do something stupid like land right on top of this position, all get killed. They're either going to put a helicopter back there with all their troops, or they're just going to push up here and push through the forests, or push through the open field and die. Like, some of you might be new and you've never seen this AO before. It's hard for me to get excited for something that I know how this is going to fucking play out. Blue 4, there's a right way to do this and a wrong way. Right way would be coming up this area, using the forests, having their long-range engagement assets like the AAVP snipe from the rear, and then push in. Blue 4 would also want, since these two AOs are like this, they probably don't want to go for the coastal one first. They want to move around. They want to deploy over here. Basically do this. And then deploy an attack from this side over to get in these forested areas and push in. And then they can put their AAVP on the MSR or somewhere else with decent overwatch and just basically sweep the AO from west to east. That's all they need to do. Willow, thanks for gifting out 5 gift subs. If you got a sub from Willow, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I don't know. Between who might actually win this round, that AAVP is a very powerful asset, and it's also heavily armored because it's a giant APC. So if it gets hit in the rear with an AT, it's actually not going to do a lot of damage. They have to engage the front side of it to actually disable its engine and kill crew. Otherwise, I have seen an AAVP take 3 AT shots to actually do any significant damage in FNF before. So I would say the AAVP is probably one of the most overpowered APCs in FNF because of how that damage model works. Defense bias I have. Bet up for you, shall. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. This hotel is destructible. So if the attacking faction... Actually, no, it's not. My bad. My bad. But either way, if you just threw a few satchels in here, you could clear out some of the main areas pretty easily. I know, Willow. I mean, you've had a really busy life, man. I get you. I guess another wild card here is how Op4 is going to use that KPTV VOD, Nick. Is it KVTP or KPTV? I never get that right. KVPT. Yeah, I'm never going to get that damn thing right. Forge, keep quiet. Yeah, smack Forge around. It's fun. Are you saying that Willow has a flat ass, Forge? Is that what you're going for? Not going to ask how you know that. Where's the prediction? Refresh your page. The prediction's up, Morbius. Or Morbid. I always call you Morbius. It's Morbidus. I'm sorry. Ah. I swear sometimes the dialogue in chat is when you are like a kid at some rich person's party and people make inside jokes you don't understand. It's Morbin time. See, I was going to agree with you, and then you literally dropped that. You know, fun fact, in TMTM, the community I play on Thursdays, if you mention the Morbius movie, you get a permanent ban. Because they memed it so goddamn hard. They're literally called the Meme Team Marines, TMTM. And they memed it so fucking hard in their community that the owners got so pissed off and decided to just ban anyone. I know, Barb got banned for it. It was great. And then here's the thing, though. I didn't know about that. So I made a joke about it, and immediately a bunch of people jumped down my throat. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, why? And then they told me about it, and I'm like, oh. Guys, I don't keep up with your shit, dude. I just play here once a week to chill. Like, fuck. Literally, I just asked them, about the movie. I didn't even make a joke about it. Otherwise, I probably would have banned too, because that was pretty damn funny. Barb gets banned from everything? Yeah. I think he's trying to... What is he? He's looking for jobs right now or something. I don't know. I wish him well, but him and I don't really talk anymore. I don't know. That's kind of been my relationship with all of my editors, from Northern to Ems to Barb to a few others, where just various things happen, which is why when people say to me these days, hey, you should get another editor and to help you with your workload, I'm like, I don't really want to invest in a relationship like that, because I'm the type of guy to ask people, hey, how are you doing? Like, what's up with your life? And get, 86.9K to 35.9. It's not a bad ratio, but I don't like opening up to people only for them to drift away. Beer 1 or beer 2? Keenan, what are the beers? I'm more of a cider guy myself. American or, never an American cider. Always something from across the damn pond, preferably an Imperial. But, it just sucks to, have a working relationship with someone, and then just out of the blue one day, everything will just stop. And you're like, what the fuck? Mead is also pretty nice. I got a few bottles of that upstairs. I always get it from a medieval festival. Well, I tried at the medieval festival, and then I actually get bottles from the local wine stores. They are quite nice. I've been drinking a lot of mead recently, but that's also because I haven't really had the reason to get drunk. Imperialism, it tastes better. No, it's because Imperial rated ciders just have a higher alcohol per volume content, and you get more of an apple-y flavor than a sugar flavor, which I love. Cherry mead I have had locally. Was it cherry mead? No, it was a different fruit mead. Fuck, what was it? Raspberry. Yeah, that shit was dope. It was basically raspberry and honey, and it was delicious. No added sugar, because it took it all from the honey, which was quite nice. All right, so Blue 4 going on the MSR. I predict they're going to, again, probably come around to do something like this and assault. Or they might try to do something exotic and completely go around, but I wouldn't recommend that, because this is just all open kill field side. What the hell is Bridges doing? I'd probably recommend coming up, again, this route or this route, because that gives you the low ground to move your forces in without Op 4 getting any decent overwatch. And if you got these forces out here, just use your AAVP as a 50 cal sniper rifle. With perfect stability, and just pick people off from range. You like schnapps? I've had peach schnapps before. It was okay. I was at a bar with Bloodwing last week, though, and I, whatchamacallit, I was looking over their cider list because it's a tap house, and I'm like, hey, can you get me this cider? And he just looked at me and went, bro, because he was this, it's like one of those chill black guys, But he started, like, kind of making fun of me over it. And I'm like, look, man, I'm a cider guy. And he's like, oh, no, 1 second. He goes in the back. He pulls out this can of Imperial cider that wasn't on the menu, puts it in front of me. He's like, drink that. I drink it. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's fucking great-ass Imperial cider, man. Thank you. Why wasn't it on the menu, though? I would have ordered it. Started looking like a chuckle fuck in front of you. But there's good shit out there, man. But I will admit, like any beer, any alcohol, there's also a lot of bad stuff out there. Just, I've had ciders that literally taste metallic or like bitter, like weirdly so. And I've also had ciders that are like absolutely delicious. If you are ever around Virginia, specifically Northern Virginia, there is a cidery around Leesburg called White Hair Cidery or something. They have a cider there called Liquid Gold, and it is just a freaking wild ride of at least 3 or 4 different flavors you will detect over the course of like a minute just by sipping that damn thing. It is absolutely delicious.
Another month on the Liru merry-go-round.
Alec, thanks for gifting out a sub, and it went to Valvoric, that's it. And Hell Knight, thanks for the 27-month resub, my man. I hope you guys keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. I know I missed that poke gold. It's liquid gold. But I have another guy that sends me some stuff from, it's Captain Contractor. I haven't seen him in a hot second, though. I need to reach out to him, make sure everything's okay. He sends me something from a place called Meriwether Cidery in Idaho. They have a really nice Strom Arm semi-sweet that I love to drink. Literally, I've got a secret liquor cabinet down in the basement where I store those bottles. I've been up to West Virginia a few times, but not for anything important. I can't even remember the reason. I think one was for camping when I was a lot younger, and then the other reasons I just don't damn remember. You say Idaho, and I'd be like, I live there. Hi? Yeah, no, Willow, I do remember you saying that. Bloodwing, we found the good stash. She knows where my stash is, but she doesn't like my, we don't have similar tastes in alcohol. Actually, no, that's a lie. We do, but she prefers to drink other things, if at all. She's definitely not a drinker. Have I been to Arizona? No. Yep, okay, so as I predicted, Blue 4 is going to be coming around from this direction. They did a bit of a farther dismount than I would have liked to see, but I also understand, because if they did like a rushing dismount, here they would have been caught in the open and probably engaged from this position. But Op 4 would probably put units out here in a defensive line, and you see that they've built fortifications here, which means this was all part of Op 4's original spawn. So they're dropping all the way out here as a precaution, so they're going to get up to this position and then push up like this. So it's just going to be a slow round. I don't know, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I've actually been to the Florida Keys. That's a nice spot. My parents would go all the damn time, but I'm not really much of a traveler. Bloodwing's the traveler, and I will go with her wherever, but the only time I would travel is to see people I find that are incredibly important to me, but you know, I can't think of any other good reason other than a few vacation spots I have. All right, so we got Maz out here early engaging here. He's just doing some long-range suppressive fire over in the direction of forces in here. Refreshing my buttons for the tracer effects. There we go. You know, I haven't really touched any 40k themed stuff ever since I stopped Zeusing for TOC, which was called the 700 Cadian. Don't get me wrong, I love 40k stuff. I just don't have anyone to really share that with the exception of one person for something else entirely, but, you know. I'm sorry, Forge, I know you're heavily into 40k. But yeah, ever since we stopped doing the, whatchamacallit, Orbita Crusade D&D thing on Sundays, I just haven't had a reason to go in there, other than when Achilles, who's the leader of TOC, wants to play Pulsar Lost Colony, which we occasionally play, I'd say, once a month on Tuesdays. I don't know. I might give TOC another try. It depends if I ever feel like liquidating my Sunday op slot and trading out maybe for a Friday slot. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so here's the deal. Blue 4 is going to be putting stuff on Overwatch at these rock formations. You're going to see these teams start to move in. You're going to see Bravo 1 doing it. And then as they set up a base of fire here, you're going to see these teams probably just push down over the open cliff face with some smoke grenade cover instead of strategically pulling around like this. So, again, it's just going to be a unified push. Now, a little bit of a wild card here. You could see Delta come around and engage at a closer angle. Oh, balls. That was a 700-meter shot. You know, that was pretty fucking impressive. That was, honest to God, I think one of the most probably the most impressive thing I've seen tonight. A beautiful 700-meter AT shot at a minimum from a high hill to a low hill. And with that support asset down, that's going to make it a lot harder for Blue 4 to push in. And you're already seeing people getting chewed up here. 1 KIA there, 2 wounded. You got wounded around the AAVP. That was great. And it wasn't by Iander, which is pretty damn shocking. But it goes to show you, there are some other AT gods out there, guys. They just have to be shown. And again, Forge, maybe one day I'll come back. I just got very burnt out over things. Oh, I know someone that was in a submarine for an assignment, and he hated it. It takes a special kind of mentality for that shit, in all honesty, but that's just me speaking based off of what people have told me. So I do appreciate the additional AT rounds that are coming in here, and they're landing it like right on top of infantry here. They only have AT rounds, so it's not going to do a lot of damage unless they get it within like 2 meters of the infantry, but that has definitely slowed down this force, which I think was going to keep moving with this group up here. And it's just making a mess. And then you still have this Blue 4 team deploying all the way. What? What? We've hacked into Blue 4's data feed. This appears to be their plan. They're going to deploy over here, and they're going to move in. And they're going to deploy on the rear, and then they're going to come up here, okay, and eliminate this infantry position. I see. All right. Blue 4 is currently jamming Op 4's positions with their intel network. All right. That's a lot of jamming. That's going to be distracting Op 4 with all those yellow dots on the map. Quite powerful. And as you can see, the AT from that position has stopped because they are currently being jammed by electromagnetic warfare. Yes. Yes, that's quite powerful. Very powerful indeed. You know, I think Op 4 is actually starting to take casualties. Oh, but the bees are starting to disappear. They're very angry. Angry bees. So I think the reason we're seeing that is because, yeah, we clicked on a unit, and when you click on a unit, any units that are near them, you see their yellow effects on the map. So, fun fact. So all of those guys were in that helicopter because that helicopter has the entirety of Delta, and they're just waiting in reserve right now. Woo! See, another fear I have with NA is how they're taking it. It's going to be very slow. And it's already late at night, so I'm just spent. What's my favorite historical era? I guess overall would probably be the highs of the 20s. Even though the crash immediately afterward kind of sucked, but also in the 20s you did have the Spanish flu. It's a tough question. I just want to be with Bloodwind wherever the fuck I went, because that woman resonates with me on another fucking level of existence, but I digress. Favorite era to host for Zeus would be Vietnam, though. I absolutely love Vietnam Ops. Just because of the sheer simplicity, yet the variation of the fact of just being in a jungle hell. Yeah, I guess 2020s then. Just to be with my bae. All right, so you're going to see Blue 4 moving this force up as I predicted. They might try to just go through the open area. They're hoping this group can get up and set up a base of fire, just distract that group as they move in. But these guys have halted for now as this force comes around. You also have a vehicle, a Humvee, rushing in, which has the entirety of Charlie 2. They're going to mount up right here, dismount right there, possibly get on this ridge and try to engage from a different angle. Not the smartest choice, though, because that's just a lot of open ground for them to cover. That's a tough call. Beyond that, not a lot here. We're still waiting to see that helicopter deploy. I don't think there's going to be an issue with time restraints because there's only been 15 minutes that have passed on this round. So in another 15 minutes, you're going to see Blue 4 get their foot in the door here and at least hit one of these objectives. Possibly smash through Op 4's line to then get on this objective itself and destroy it. And then another 15 on there. This is just going to be another long round, essentially. Oh, man. Just so slow tonight. So you got these guys starting to engage the hotel complex from... God, what is that, 700? Yeah, about 700, 800 meters. And I guess these guys, maybe their plan is just to get Overwatch positions to pull Op 4 out, so you can then have this team land and come in. It's a bit of a weird tactic. It would work, but it's just... Oh, it just draws it out. I mean, just compared to watching the quickness of EU and then the slowness of this, it's... The slowness has its, you know, its tactics and whatnot, but... I've spoiled myself. I prefer to watch that in OFCRA. Yeah, EU was pretty fast, but it's tough to go from multiple weeks of having really quick rounds to then having a really slow round or a slow day with slow rounds like these. And I think they're doing this also because this is kind of showcasing what they want to do for the NA branch. And my personal opinion, I find it boring to commentate on, you know? Because it's just a lot of longer ranged engagements. And then eventually, like after just all of this teasing, you go from 0 to 100. All right? It's like having a shit ton of foreplay, and then you go right for everything in the center. Like, there's no transitional buildup. It's just a shit ton of teasing, and then 5 minutes of action, and then boom, he's done. And it's like, oh, okay, that's it. That's the best way I can put it. I stayed up for my SL to fall asleep again. Oh, I'm sorry, Storm. Well, NA is more of a horror movie. I guess. NA has had some fast rounds too, though, but I think it's just because they're trying to transition everything. Is that a frag? No, he just popped another smoke. Yeah, so I'd imagine Charlie 2 is now driving up. They're going to dismount at the base over here of this large hill. What would be nice, though, is if they then pull their Vic back and pick up a bunch of people and then push with that additional number. The thing is, Bravo is still staying back here in this low ground. I really don't know what they're waiting on, because at this point, you're just seeing Blue Force slowly commit, you know, fractions of their force in, allowing for them to be defeated in detail here. Can you spend your channel points to censor me on my own channel? Nah, I'm sorry, buddy. This ain't Twitter. And if I wanted you triggered, you'd know. Anyway. Love you, Forge. Slow burn build up with big plays. I don't know. I'm just a man that personally likes to just see a lot of action and a lot of various changes here. Just this feels very slow. You know what I mean? And hey, to each their own. If people didn't like this style of op, there wouldn't be an NA. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind, like, occasionally covering something like this, but, you know, 3 times a week. A little much. But again, it's it hasn't been like this. NA's usually been a lot quicker, but all right, here we go. Opening fight. Give me your Melk as the closest guy. You got Anderson right here. Op4 doesn't know Blue Force coming. Give me your Melk started firing. He's taking flanking fire by Solomons. Gets knocked out by the machine gun. Anderson now pulling back. Maz throwing grenades in Give Me Your Melk's direction. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, see how that body just ragdolled to that grenade? If Solomons didn't kill him, I think Maz would have gotten the grenade kill on his buddy right there. So now you got Op4 not really realizing where they're being engaged from. They're just whiffing shots around in various directions here. Don't you worry, Total Guy. You'll get your wish soon. And now we have Blue 4 Bravo moving up on this ridge line to take this position as these guys move up. So I think they were waiting for this force to go up before they took this position to set up a base of fire to force Op4 to pull back to this final position. Oh yeah, I would say out of everything in Arma, I think the most realistic thing is the fucking rain and thunder. The thunder and lightning will always make me think it's actually thunder and lightning outside. It's just that intense and that effective. Honestly, that beautiful. So now we're just watching all this come up. And they attack this play more realistically? Yeah. And then you have to have the argument of the difference between realism and fun. But for some people, fun is the realism. But for the general public, I found that people prefer fun over realism. Might have had just a random GL detonate right there. Well, NA is doing a rebrand after the end of this month to become an invite only, and I think they're going for that more bit of realism, so I do like a mix of both myself. Something that's structured in a realism fashion, but, you know, takes players from all different areas here. So here's the thing. Blue 4 now need to move these forces, basically push everything to take this position. They can't risk putting these guys in this open area here because then they'll get flanked by the other defensive position. And then they need to start committing the helicopter force, but they are still waiting on standby as Delta, so... Morbidus, actually, there are classes that can take mines. It's just usually they take explosive satchels and charges instead. But we occasionally do see mines used. That's great. Yeah, so that cord's landing a little short here. Both sides can get mines, but usually defenders take the mines. It's the combat engineer role. They get a choice of 4 different items. 2 explosive satchels, which you can throw or plant. 4 explosive charges, which you can throw or plant. 2 HE tripwire mines, as well as 2 flare mines, so 4 mines total. Or, I believe, 3 AT mines. Alright, AT hit this tower here. I think they were going for trying to shock the cord here. Oh, wow. That hillside is taking a lot of punishment. You got 3 people down up here. And then you got Wise trying to line up AT here. Would love to see him snipe that cord gunner with AT. And now you got the KP TV Vic firing here. They're using that 14.5 millimeter to harass Blue 4 as they move in on this position. And I'm gonna merge with Jester, all right? There we go. Hits high again, they're hitting the tower. All right. right. Blue 4 have had a chunk of casualties here, mainly with their forward element. All right, this helicopter has landed, though. And now they're going to harass the AO by flying above them. The majestic sea cow flying over the land. Land lovers beware. I love that whenever there's a helicopter over the AO, all these people's reaction is to look up and start shooting at it. That's such a fallacy. And I find it hilarious. Every time, too. See, and it's stuff like that that would take you out of the realism aspect of it, because when a helicopter flies over you, not everyone's gonna, like, just walk up, like, look up and start shooting at it. Maybe try to smack it with AT, but good God. And yeah, Blue 4 is starting to get pinned down over here. We're at the halfway mark. No. Oh, why do we have a small element going after the other AO? They're just going to get picked off there. We got Delta starting to do a charge through an open field over here, and Op4's immediately turning around to engage him. Ooh. This is a nice custom bunker right here, not going to lie. Looks pretty sleek. Yeah, they're burning all their smoke to try to advance, but what happens when they need to advance past the smoke? We've got Delta 2 that's coming around right here, and they're firing at Blue 4 from the rear, which is just boxing in this group. They take machine gun fire from the east and the west now. They don't really have any good spots to hide on. Just had some explosives detonate over here. Maybe Blue 4 is moving up, and Op4 triggered some explosive traps of some sort. But I think the defenders have this one. Blue 4 is just attacking from way too many angles that aren't in the best positions to directly support each other. These two were doing all right, but now the Overwatch element's getting pinned by multiple different angles. This group's taking heavy casualties. These guys are all the way down here doing their own damn thing. And then you got this squad engaging from all the way on this other side. So I think Vagrant's plan kind of fell apart here. He overcomplicated it, and it's costing him. So you got Blue 4 there trying to move up this little winery field here. It's not a winery, it's, God, what type of tree would that be? It's definitely, for something. I can't remember on the top of my head, though. Olive? Olive trees? Yeah, that would be fair. Wow. Great pickoff on this guy. Was that Schnuffles or Barnes? Yeah. So it was Barnes, and Schnuffles fires a 203 round, and the shrapnel lands on Barnes' face. Oh, joy. Might be an orange, I don't know. Mustache Man, bro, thanks for the 48-month resub. That gets you the 4-year Lance Corporal badge. Feel free to display it with pride, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a kick out of the slow round of NA tonight. But yeah, I genuinely do not see how Blue 4 can win this. Op4, this group is probably going to be able to do some significant damage here. They might be able to break through. As I said, I watch a Blue 4 guy get his head picked off. But this garrison up here is just too heavy. And then you got Op4 kind of marauding around, taking out what they can. With this group, this is some of Alpha deploying with the remnants of Charlie. They are going to be able to sandwich this AO. I guess the only way OPFOR would lose is if Delta doesn't get recommitted back into the AO, but I feel like they would be. And then again, it's FNF. Anything's possible. Oh. He doesn't have a face anymore. Carl now flanking Maz in post position. And you're just seeing people getting knocked out left and right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, the action's going to be intense for the 5 to 10 minutes where it happens. Carl trying to continue to push. Blows him away at that 240 Bravo. Here's the thing about the like medium machine guns in FNF. Past 100 meters, if you don't have the weapon resting, they're shit. Time at getting a great pickoff right there. But if you are within 10 meters of the target, you will blow that target away. And it gets very, very messy. High rate of fire 762. Yeah, it does some pretty nasty damage, to say the least. So OPFOR, they still got a decently strong garrison. Most of this blue 4 attack wave has gone down. I was hoping the other half of the pincer would move in as the other group was going, but now that that's happened, if OPFOR is able to clean up these remaining 2 guys, pretty much defeating that group in detail. You got that damn Vic up there that's just picking people off. They're probably on like, what, 4 or 5 kills at this point? 8! They're on 8 freaking kills. So yeah, now this group might not even be able to break in. You still got those 5 guys, which now they're, nope, they still have 5 harassing that group, but they are getting some pickoffs here, which is quite interesting. Then again, I think Twins just fell off the rooftop and died, but you do have a body up there too, so anything's possible. Blue 4 did what OPFOR did in the first round? Yeah, pretty much. Just feeding the chains, exactly. See, at least the first round was a meat grinder where all of the attacking forces were there at the same time. Here, it's just delayed waves. And it's costing them so fucking much. Can you hear the machine guns firing? And then Blue 4 just running in, helicopters flying over to try to harass, but... my God. Freaking 14.5 trying to chew up that helicopter, too. I think they actually just blew a dude up. Yeah, with a rocket there. There's this twitching body. Remember, if the body's twitching, it means he died recently before he stops ragdolling. I do like that Wise is using that AT as a shock weapon, but if Cosmonaut and Martin come around to flank, this is going to change very, very quickly, because that one flanking attack they could do can change a lot. So now you're starting to see more Blue 4 come in. They're throwing stuff around right here. Smokes to cover. Interesting angle to throw that at. Cosmonaut now pushing. This could be what wraps it up. One down. Yeah, Cosmonaut panicked there. He's worried Dallas would follow through there. He got some good hits on Dallas, but it wasn't enough. I think he just fired a fire AT at that helicopter. Potato taking shots from the rear. And that's going to slow down this push. There goes Dallas. Cosmonaut now maneuvering around. He's looping back. He's got Kaz and Hunavar up there. Martin stopping some Blue 4 guys coming around, knocks out Ace. Grenade partially damages that camo net. Potato moving around, might spot Cosmonaut out of position here. And Kaz was also taken out. Got this Vic now charging up to the line. Yeah, so all tactics have been thrown out the window. Now everyone's just charging these positions. Cosmonaut getting some flanking shots here. Isn't able to get any kills, though. Does some heavy damage on Hachi. Got some off-4 guys now coming around to hit the other side. Potato can't seem to find Cosmonaut. Might find him in a second. As he pushes up. Ducks those shots. Grenade gets thrown over. That might kill Potato. Yep. Ah. Isn't that just interesting? The Sea Stallion's just dicking around at this point because they don't have anything else to do. Martin trying to stop. Okay. Grenade might get Wiki or Loki here. It was a little too far. Anderson now trying to come around. He gets the kill. But yeah, just Blue 4 have defeated themselves in detail here. They just sent group after group at angles they couldn't support. They refused to cooperate their push in, and it just made it fall apart. So I'm not surprised one bit. There goes Grav. And that's pretty much GG. You got Blue 4 down to 3 dudes over here. Haven't really gained much ground because back when we checked on them last, they were over here. And they haven't really made any advancement over the past 20 minutes. Anderson getting knocked out. If Blue 4 properly coordinated their attack, I think this would have turned around. It didn't help that they had an entire squad of Delta on the back line just in a helicopter waiting for later. That was just a waste of the manpower. And then their AAVP got sniped by a beautiful 700+ meter shot. I will say that. That was pretty fucking cool. So even if these guys kill, it's 3 Blue 4 dudes remaining in this AO. One of them has now moved over to the other AO. It's just... Delta didn't even need to fold in because Blue 4 just started defeating themselves in detail, sending one group in at a time. We do have Bayant still alive, though. And he's taking AT fire. That just damaged the building. They follow up with another AT shot. They could destroy it. Oh, they have more AT in that, Vic? Not to use it. They're gonna rain GLs on it. Oh boy. Hey, it's doing damage. Bay, you should really run, buddy. They're making it rain. So who the fuck are these guys? Because they're performing quite damn well today, I will say so myself. Bay just got picked off by the 14.5. How many kills are you on? You're probably double digits by now. He's still on 8. That's weird. Because he was on 8 last time I checked on him. So, I don't know. Maybe friendly fired. It's over, guys. Slow burn. with just some silly mistakes made in the end game, and now it's costing blue for everything. Oh shit, he did! Can you take your points now? It's not over till the fat lady sings, but this is like the end game of an OFCRA match where one team got utterly fucking wiped. I guess side would be the more proper term. Let's watch Arakiru go in. Wait for it. I'm not gonna cover round 3. I'm a little tired, guys. It's just the slowness of the rounds. And I've been waking up at 8 a.m. for the past few weeks. Got a good sleep schedule going. It's because of a... Arakiru is dead! Okay, what about Seismo? He's a marksman, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, bullet went over his head. What are you doing? Oh, I was low-key hoping he'd kill himself with that. Or they can channel their inner Adriano and win the match. That would have been really funny if that grenade blew him up there either. That would have... Very lucky here. Yes! Yes! Bandaging. All right. Is he the only guy left? No, there's another blue for... No, that is Caesar. He is the only guy left. Yep. All right, we bet on the right horse to watch. Let's see if he can drink. Explosives. You did not just miss all those shots, Seismo! Okay, that was pretty cool. And yeah, the heli is somehow still alive. It just crashed. It just crashed and everyone died. You know... Okay. Okay. You're dead. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And I'm gonna go Alt F4 myself.